Well, there aren't a whole lot of foods in this world that you can say are truly interesting, but the pomegranate is definitely one of them, don't you think, Chef David?
It is, and it brings back childhood memories, and had to take it outside to eat it.
But they're not the easiest things to eat.
They're not, and they can definitely be messy. So to make it a little bit easier, you're going to do it under water.
Under water?
Yeah, that way when the juice splashes, it's not going to get on you, it's going to stay in the water. So all we do is we take off the top, and then there's about 6 chambers in here with the seed. So all we do is we're just going to score around those chambers real quick, and then we'll put this under the water and we'll break it up, and then we can start gently getting the seeds out. And actually, I found out that we call them seeds. You call them seeds?
Sure.
Okay. I was told that they're actually called arils.
Arils.
And basically that consists of the juice and then also the seed that's inside it.
Now, it's all edible, correct?
The skin and the membrane really are not. You
Right.
just want to eat what we call the seed. So basically, again, all we're going to do is just break it up. Okay, and now we have it inside the water, and then underneath the water, you can just gently start teasing them apart, and you're going to see that the seed will sink to the bottom, and the white membrane is going to float to the top. So if you want to get your hands in there and try and get some out too, I'll let you have a try at it also.
That does make it a lot easier.
lot
Wow,
easier.
look at that. Not that I doubted you or anything,
No,
that
no.
really does work. You know, pomegranates really do have a season, don't they?
They do, and typically it's from October to December. Most people think about it as the fall and Halloween. You can get the juice year-round now, so if you like the juice, you can still get that. They're really rich in antioxidants, so they're definitely really good for you, and I think they do a lot of research on them now.
Where'd you get these pomegranates?
We got these from the growers in California from Pom Wonderful. They grow a specific variety that's called the Wonderful variety. It's a larger one. They're both good for eating, they're good for juicing, and they also use them for decorations. They can be dried out, you can put them in wreaths. So Robin, how you doing? You almost done that?
Almost finished.
All right, I think that looks pretty good. So you'll notice that the seeds do actually drop down to the bottom, and then you have the white membrane floats up to the top. So all you're going to do is just strain that out, and then once you have all that out, then you're going to drain the seeds, and then you're going to wind up with probably, I don't know, somewhere between 2.5 to 3 cups of seeds that you can use for things like putting on cereal, yogurt as a garnish.
In vegetables, on salads, that's great.
You can, absolutely, yeah, fresh. You can also buy the juice, or you could make the juice. If you wanted to make the juice, you could use like a citrus juicer, and you don't get a lot of juice though. You're probably going to get about 1/2 cup.
1/2 cup from one pomegranate.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
All right, and if you don't know exactly how to use pomegranate seeds, pomwonderful.com actually has some wonderful recipes, and we have a link on our website. So now we're going to show you a tasty way to use those pomegranates. Chef David has a great recipe to show it. My mouth is watering just
Good.
smelling the apples.
It's going to be an Pomegranate-Apple fruit compote, and we're going to serve it over French toast, and we'll put some fresh pomegranate seeds on it.
Ooh, this could be a perfect Christmas morning recipe, couldn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely. I think it's pretty festive for the holidays. So the first thing we did is we took some pomegranate juice, and you can use store-bought or you can make your own, and we just brought it to a simmer, and we put that on top of some dried cherries and a little bit of vanilla, and we're just going to let them hydrate and kind of plump up.
Okay.
And you can use a vanilla bean, or you can just use vanilla extract. It's really your preference. You're still going to get good flavor. So while we let that sit, what we're going to do is we have some apples that we're going to, if you want to go ahead and throw those in, we just want to soften them up.
Okay, how many apples do you have here, and what kind?
This is 2 apples, and these are galas, and I'm making a 1/2 recipe. And if you wanted, you could use, I don't know, what other apples do you like?
I love Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp? They might work.
Yeah.
I would maybe use Granny Smith. They're a little
Okay,
bit tart.
tart.
A lot of people like that. The key is that you want to use an apple that's going to hold together. You don't want to make applesauce.
You don't want a mushy apple.
No, no.
And then you have about a tablespoon and 1/2 of butter.
Right. We melted about a tablespoon of butter in there. And then again, we're just going to let this cook until they soften. And it takes anywhere from a good 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So now you just pierce them a little bit with a knife and they're soft.
Yep, I checked them, they're soft, they're not falling apart, so I think it's ready to add the other ingredients to
And they're very fragrant.
Yeah, it smells good. And I mean, this is really simple. There's just very few ingredients. So if you want to go
Okay.
ahead and stir, I will gently put this in.
And here we have the pomegranate juice with the dried cherries that are all
Dried cherries.
clumped up.
And then for a little bit of sweetness, we're going to add some maple syrup, and that's pure maple syrup. And I would splurge on that. I think it really adds some flavor.
The real maple syrup. Yeah.
Right.
So you keep it on the heat.
Right, just, you stir it occasionally. And what you're looking for is you want the juice to reduce down to a nice syrupy consistency. So basically it's going to become your syrup. And so that'll take about 5 to 10 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go on French toast.
Okay. And voila, it's done.
It's done. It's done. It's reduced down quite a bit. The apples are still firm. They haven't fallen apart. So we have some French toast here. We're just going to put a little bit of the fruit down the middle. And then we'll add a little bit of the syrup also. And then next, we will add some of the pomegranate seeds. And then we'll finish it off with a little bit of powdered sugar.
So you got 3 fruits going here.
Yeah, you got a lot.
This is great. And of course, the recipe will be on our website, fusionnw.com. But first,
Definitely simple. And this is something that if you want to make the day before, if you want to have it for a brunch, you can just reheat it up. It's
that's
very
good to know.
simple. And then powdered sugar always makes things look a lot nicer.
a little dusting.
And there you have it, French toast with pomegranate-apple compote.
All right, guess what we're about to do?
You go right ahead.